Well, welcome to Connected by Community, a podcast brought to you to bring you local businesses, nonprofits, and interests in our community and try to connect you to them. Today, we're excited to have a couple special guests. I'm Brian Ballantyne, and I'm joined by Cameron Cannon with Ballantyne Capital Advisors. And we have twins, McKayla and Katelyn Salazar. Did I do that right?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. I didn't butcher it so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And you guys get I'm start giving awards out now that we've done a number of these podcasts. I think the most interesting name of anyone we've had on the podcast so far. So,
Really? Nice.
I'm going to let you guys in unison tell the name of your company.
Yeah, so we're the Backdrop Babes.
How do you like that? So, and they are twins. And I was able to differentiate them. And for those who are watching on video, maybe they'll be able to do it. But there's also, we're going to go ahead and address the elephant room. There's another connection of how I know you guys.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. So Mr. Cameron sitting over to the far left happens to know Miss McKayla sitting there. So they are getting married next year.
Yeah.
Is it?
In
May. Yeah. So there's a little connection. Yeah. Well, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Wedding show. I bet there's a lot of wedding talk and a lot of wedding planning going on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot. A business, a house, and now a wedding to plan. But it's fun. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah. You got a busy year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
don't worry,
good.
it never stops. So
Yeah.
That's good. So are you guys from the area? I honestly, don't even know. I mean, Mr. Cameron talks about how wonderful you are, but I don't really know a ton about you.
Yeah.
So are y'all from the area, grew up in the area, or new to the area?
Yeah, so we're from a small town. Have you ever heard of Walhalla?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're from Walhalla. It's like an hour away from here. We grew up there our whole lives and went to Walhalla High School. Our mom actually went to Walhalla High School, so we've been there our whole lives.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year ago, we decided to move to Greenville after graduating. Got my marketing degree, her too. And then we moved here and have been here ever since.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
And y'all go to Clemson?
We went to Tri-County.
So
Okay.
it was a smaller technical college, but if nobody knows where Walhalla is, so we always say just Clemson,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people get a kick out of that.
I gotcha. So I got to tell you a funny story about Tri-County. So I went to Clemson and South Carolina, so no one throw tomatoes at me. But
Yeah.
so when I was going to Clemson, I'm from the Columbia area originally. And kids, if anyone's listening, do not do what I'm about to tell you. I got pulled over actually 10 times before I ever got a ticket. I don't know how that's possible. So in one of those 10, I don't remember which number it was, I was actually going to Clemson, and I was coming home on a Monday, and I had like an 8 o'clock test or something, and I was going really fast. You know that hill that goes down to Tri-County?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So at the bottom, a police officer pulls me over, and he says, I'm a police officer friend, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. He said, sir, do you know how fast you were going? And I just said no, because I knew at the top of the hill I was doing 110.
Oh my God.
And I can't remember. He clocked me at like 95 or something like that. Didn't get a ticket.
Wow.
So
That was good luck.
Yeah, it was. And I don't drive like that anymore. Although this is a whole different subject. But in our household, my teenage driver actually, according to the app, is the safest driver in our household.
Really?
More than you.
That's
This is not here to talk about my driving skills. But Tri-County sticks out of my mind. That's where I got pulled over doing things.
Yeah.
I'm telling on myself.
Yeah, honestly.
Tri-County's dangerous. They always talk about the stairs up to Tri-County Tech, and I actually fell down those stairs one time, and it was the worst day of my life, I think. But yeah, so bad memories there.
I was with her though. We laughed it off and kept walking, so it's fine.
Cameron, did you do anything bad there? I mean, we're all talking.
No,
Okay.
nothing bad. No, I
No.
would drop him off and pick him up occasionally, but
Yeah, I
other
would
than
convince him to bring me lunch sometimes in the library, but that was it.
that, other than just getting the best boyfriend in the world. No.
Yeah.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than talking about you guys personally, tell us a little bit about the Backdrop Babes. Obviously, I know I kind of help out. I'm a backdrop boy. For you guys that don't know.
Yep.
But tell us a little bit about it and kind of how you guys came up with it and how's it going.
Yeah, so of course we're twin sisters, so we've always wanted to work together, since forever. It's just been a dream of ours just because we get along so well and love each other so much. So the name, actually, you were talking about how it was funny. We were just sitting on my front porch, actually, and we were like, backdrops are the new thing. Everybody wants something to stand in front of to take pictures with, especially if it's not necessarily a great setting. So it just is a small area you can take pictures with. And so we're like, we should, come up with that and then also do balloon art with it. And so we were like, how can we come up with a creative name? And McKayla actually mentioned it. She said it as a joke. She's like, oh, the Backdrop Babes. And then I was like, wait, I actually like that. And so we kind of took that and just ran with it, and it just stuck. So. Yeah. So that being said, we do specialize in creating custom-made backdrops and balloon art. So balloon garlands and arches, really anything that you can attach balloon art to, we do. Yeah.
Awesome. So I guess tell us a little about, how you guys come up with the designs. Is that something y'all kind of, coordinate with, whoever's planning it, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we get direct message or email or however someone reaches out to us, and they kind of tell us. Most of the time they send us, if it's for a party, their invitation, and they tell us to go off of that. And so we do completely custom. So we did a Paw Patrol one yesterday actually, and they sent us the invitation. It was like obviously all dogs. She wanted blue. She kind of drew out what she was thinking, and we just went back and forth creating a design, and then we just brought it to life. So balloons, backdrop, saying on it, and everything. So yeah.
So what is the balloons I get? Tell me and for people who aren't watching this and may not know, what's a backdrop look like? Well, what does that mean to people?
Yeah, so it's just a solid, we make it out of wood. It stands on its own. We paint it whatever color you want. So this one was white, and then we do vinyl on it to say whatever saying you want. So this one was party time with a T and a, was it? It was a paw, like potty time. Yeah. And then it had a paw print on it. So it was really cute. But we can make arches as well. And really anything that our customer wants, we can design for them. So we get with our builder, which is actually my boyfriend, and he builds it for us. But we get our hands dirty too. We like sand it and paint it and, make it our own too. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say her boyfriend Asher is usually the builder, and I'm kind of the driver. Yeah, the driver in the setup crew. So, but I did teach McKayla how to drive a trailer the other week, so that was interesting. She's done it
learning,
since.
But
she didn't kill anybody yet. So
I didn't hit anything, and I didn't hit anyone, so we're good.
You may have to buy the car. They make them now. You can push a button that will park a trailer and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I probably couldn't afford it, but you might need to do that.
Book us, and you might see it.
You guys are going to probably have to have a lot of equipment eventually, because I'm sure this is going to explode, and there's more and more things you can go into. So I mean, I started to already think about expansion, but what are other things you guys are thinking about doing in addition to backdrops and balloons, or have you?
Yeah, so we actually, we do custom backdrops for like whatever anyone wants, but we've actually already started to do our own backdrops that people haven't even talked to us about. So we have drink stands, beverage carts, flower walls, just like all of that. We already had to get a storage unit for everything that we have, because it's blown up way more than we thought, but we're definitely thankful.
Yeah, she was filling up our basement, and I was like, honey, we ain't have room for anything. You guys got to do something here.
So we moved to a storage unit, but it's for the best.
That's a good problem.
Yeah, we're definitely thankful for that.
So what is, like, for our audience, what does a typical like event setup look like? Like, you obviously coordinate with them beforehand to kind of figure out what they want, and then do you guys kind of walk us through what a day looks like in terms of the event?
Yeah, so first things first is we are on a variety of different social media platforms. So we have Facebook, Instagram, and we actually went viral on TikTok one time because we made videos of us making the backdrops, just because people are interested in that kind of stuff. They want to know. So we get with them, kind of come up with a vision that works for us both and in the price range that they're looking for too. We want to be affordable as well. And so we get with them, and then depending on their balloons that they want, we have to actually double stuff the balloons. And that's actually a balloon inside of a balloon, so that, it stands up to the quality and the weather and everything. And so we get with them, make their backdrop, get their balloons ready, and then we go to the event. It takes us normally around 1 to 2 hours, depending on what they want, to actually set it up where they want and make sure it's sturdy, it won't move or anything. We take a couple pictures and videos for ourselves, and then afterwards, our favorite part is seeing how they look at it, their videos and their pictures and the kids in front of it and all that when it really comes to life for them in their setting. So
awesome.
What kind of people are you guys working with? Is it mostly individuals, or do you do corporate work as well, nonprofits, any of the above?
Yeah, so we mainly do individuals, but then we have worked with some companies. We worked with Buff City Soaps. They're coming to Greenville actually, and we're going to do their grand opening. And then a dog bar opened up in Malden, and we were there for their grand opening. So we kind of reach out to anyone who wants to use us, and we're there. So yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are also going to be at the Reedy River Grand Ball for New Year's Eve, right?
Yep. So we got reached out to. We're going to do a backdrop for the ball. It's going to be all sequin wall. It's gonna be really cool. So we're pretty excited. That's gonna be a big one for us.
Awesome. I'm sitting here thinking of Santa. A lot of Santa stuff.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. So maybe that could come in the future.
Yeah, that comes along with the whole planning and everything, because balloons, believe it or not, they're rare to find and they go on back order a lot. So
Really?
we're we have to plan for holidays in advance so that we can get the balloons and have them so that, we'll have them in stock for people who want certain arches and stuff like that.
Yeah. So right now we have thousands of red and green. Right now we are ready. So
Well, I'm sitting here thinking for the men in the room, because they're not planners. Well, I don't mean that bad, but my brother, Valentine's Day is not, that's, you better, if you want real red, you better start planning now.
Right? Oh yeah, for sure. So we're excited. We, like she said, with the double stuffing balloons, you don't only have to get like one set of balloons, you have to get double and then put them into each other, and it's just, it's a lot.
A variety of shapes and sizes and colors, and it's a lot more than just an Amazon balloon arch, which I think is the type of customers that we're wanting. Obviously, we've done a variety of different things for different people, gender reveals and birthday parties and all kinds of stuff. But the customers that we have had are the people who aren't really DIYers. They're kind of the people who want us to come in and make sure that it's perfect, bring their vision to life, and make it happen. We have very high quality balloons and a high quality service.
People don't have a lot of time.
Right.
Yeah, I can relate. So, I guess I'm just here envisioning this. How often do the kids pop the balloons?
I actually don't know they haven't said anything. We make them pretty tough to pop because we know kids are going to be running around them. Mm-hmm. So I don't know of anyone. We did have a 5 fall down a little bit at our last backdrop, because I'm sure the kid was wanting to get it. It was a foil big 5. It was like 3 foot, but
I think honestly the kids are just mesmerized by how big it is. Like she said, we had to do a 5-year-old's balloon arch. It was Power Ranger theme, and so they actually hid the kid from us, and we were there in the morning setting it up in the front on their front doorway. And she was like, the mom said, they don't want oh my goodness.
They don't want the kid to know, so they were like, we're going to keep him in the backyard, and when y'all are done, tell us, and we're going to bring him around, because we want it to be a complete surprise. So no idea. And then when we texted her and we were like, okay, we're done, she was like, okay, headed that way, and he came running around the corner, and he just stopped, and his mouth dropped, and he was like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. So yeah,
it was a cute surprise.
It was cute.
So are there any lined up for Christmas that are secrets?
No, not right now.
We might be doing a party at my house, and my boyfriend's all about the balloons. He'll buy, I think we did a Braves balloon arch one time because the Braves went to the World Series. So he'll buy like balloons and then like sneak them to us and be like, here, do this for the party. So I'm sure he'll do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the biggest one they have coming up is the one for the New Year's Eve Grand Ball. It's going to be pretty big downtown. So doing that, and then I'm sure they don't want me to throw them under the bus for this, but they've been doing a lot of the Clemson Tigers stuff.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend is actually Dabo's nephew, so they've been to Dabo's house 3 or 4 times and done a bunch of recruiting work for them. So
a lot of orange balloons.
Yeah, a lot of orange and purple.
Orange and purple.
Yeah. We had, how many balloons did we use in their last house? It was
probably over 600.
Over 600 balloons.
And those are double stuff, so you can imagine how much time that took.
Yeah, it took a while.
You can talk about Clay's balloons too.
Yeah.
Their son Clay Sweeney, he plays football for the Daniel Lions, the high school team, and they had to go to the state playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They actually won, so we got to do their whole entranceway to the whole community, and we did a whole bunch of balloons for them and the individual mailboxes of the players, and that was a surprise as well. So it's really great just to see the surprises on people's faces, and balloons just bring everyone joy. So that's the main reason we love to do it.
Maybe I can use it as a motivator. My daughter plays volleyball. They won state last year. Maybe if they do state next year too, where they can do balloons. So.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
There you go. Now she's been holding you to this.
Yeah. I'm holding her to it too. It's on tape. Well,
Yeah.
Cool.
You got to win state first.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that we always like to ask, and I'll ask both of you guys, I'll start with Katelyn just so I'm not favoring you, is what makes you tick?
Let's see, what makes me tick?
And you can answer that in any way. We've had all kinds of answers. Like,
Okay.
what makes you ticked off? What makes you ticked happy?
I'll do happy. So what makes me tick, like I said previously, is just the joy that we can bring to people and being around everyone and their different celebrations. So we've done birthday parties and gender reveals, and even though they're completely different in a way, they just bring so much joy, and seeing all the families come together and the reaction, that's really what brings me joy in doing this.
Awesome. And what about you, McKayla?
Yeah, so obviously the same thing as her, but then to go off of that is just like seeing the visions come to life, because we spend so much time going back and forth, talking to people over the phone for hours, making sure that we have everything exactly how they want it. We don't want to get there and it not be what they want. And so when we get there, we're so nervous and we finally set up and it takes us hours, but then stepping back and seeing what we did and what like we did for them and making their vision come to life was just like, it's everything. So I think that really does make me tick.
Awesome. Well, for everybody watching and listening, what's a good way? I know you guys said you have social media, but what's the best way for people to kind of look at your work and get in touch with you if they're looking for some, event planning stuff?
Yeah, so like I said, we are on all social media platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, we're at thebackdropbabes. And then we also have a website, so it is thebackdropbabes.com. And then our Gmail is
thebackdropbabes@gmail.com.
So pretty much if you search the Backdrop Babes, you're gonna find one
find
way or
us.
another.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Good to know.
And it's on camera. Next year, if we can go to state, we'll see what we can do.
Yes, for sure. We'd love to do it.
Yeah, so I guess I might have got myself in trouble here. But that's what it's about. I can't take it back.
Yeah, can't take it back.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming. It's been awesome to learn about what y'all are doing. Sound like you got a lot of exciting things, and we're going to pray that we see one another at state.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
exciting.
for sure. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you all for joining us. Again, we're connected by community, here to bring you interesting businesses, nonprofits, and community activities. And till we see you again, go out and make our community great. Bye-bye.